welcome to Home and Health with Head. I'm Heather, and this is our final weigh-in challenge of our 3-month journey to getting healthier and losing some leftover baby weight. So I'm gonna do my final weigh-in today for that challenge, and let's see how I did. Okay, so I did not do exactly how well I wanted to do. I did lose about 12 pounds in my 3-month challenge here, so that's about maybe a pound a week. And I'm just gonna say that, guess what? I am glad that I continued with it and stuck with it. I'm going to keep continuing to try to lose that last 20 pounds or so of the baby weight that I gained in December of 2020 when I had my precious little boy, and I just wanted to keep holding on. Just to give you a couple of updates on the last few months here. I tried to lose some weight that I had gained with my son who I had in 2020. I joined Weight Watchers again. I was a lifetime member before that. I am a health teacher. I have a master's degree in health education. I've also worked on weight loss grants at our local health department, so I know how to lose weight. I do like Weight Watchers, the plan that they have. I like that it tells you to increase your fiber intake because that helps you make you feel full longer. I also like that the points, take into consideration carbohydrates and sugar, and it helps you to increase your fruits and vegetable intake because those are 0 or low points. Also lean protein, so I do support what they do. So I also am a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. So I do use that plan. However, I also kind of tweak it a little bit just to my liking. And so I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks today though. If you are a Weight Watchers member, I'll give you the points for the breakfast sandwiches that I like to make ahead of time, and I just throw them in the freezer. And then I have a toaster oven that I just heat mine up in the morning. You can do that before work. And I'm also gonna give you just a quick little dessert tip for the summertime, a summertime treat. And here we go. Okay, and also just in our household in the last just few weeks here, we have had a couple of changes here. I'm on summer break. Like I said before, I am in full summer mode with the kids. We're enjoying taking time together to enjoy the time with my kids that I have. And we also got a boxer puppy who's about 16 weeks old now or so. So I've been potty training a 16-week-old puppy and a toddler. So that's been a little bit interesting to say the least. My daughter turned 12, so we had a birthday party for her, and I said I would share a few pictures from that. I really love planning parties and doing all those Pinterest-like things, so I'll share that now quick here. So I just got back from Sam's Club, and I just wanted to share a couple of items that I love to get there. These are the diced peaches, and they're in 100% fruit juice. And I love to get those. The kids love them. I love those. These I get for the kids, and these are just to have a lot of taco shells in the house. You can make them into pizzas or soft tacos. You can also make them into pretty much any kind of sandwich. You can use them as a wrap for anything. These I love, and these are, like, again, 0 points because they are hard-boiled eggs. So they are cage-free hard-boiled eggs. There's 2 per pack, and there are 12 packs, so they look just like this, and they're a great snack. Also something you can just have for lunch quick. Sometimes I like to crumble them up on my iceberg lettuce. This is less than $3 for this whole huge bag of lettuce. And then I also like to mix in, I didn't put it over here, but I like to mix in baby spinach that I also got there today. And then another thing that I like to get is the fresh cilantro salsa there, a huge jar of it. And my kids like to have that on corn tortilla chips, but I also like to put it on, again, any of my wraps and all. Those are my whole grain and flax tortilla wraps, which are only 2 points for the tortilla. And again, I like to make pizzas, burritos, tacos, use them as wraps for breakfast. This is just you get 2 packs for less than $5 of Italian bread, which is a great deal for a name brand. The chicken, I love to get there too, the rotisserie chicken, and I use those. Sometimes we'll eat them for dinner. Sometimes I'll just take the chicken off and use it put them in for lunch or dinner. Just put it over a salad for a quick meal, and I love those too. These protein bars were $3 off this week, so I got them for my son because he likes to take them for lunch, and I always keep the house stocked full of peanut butter and jelly, so those are the two things I always buy there. I also get strawberries there lately. Usually they've been pretty good. And then I usually get cucumbers there as well. So those are all great things that we can get at Sam's Club. Thanks for stopping along. And of course, bananas too for only $1.48 per bunch. And I forgot to add in two other things I got there too today as well. The 22-ounce oven roasted turkey breasts, which are great for sandwiches. They're just great for on the go. Sometimes I like to wrap them around the light string cheese, which is only 2 points. Which I love as well. So just to share a couple tips and tricks for things that I'm working on right now. One thing I always say is make sure whatever it is that you do, that you incorporate something that's going to work for you. So if you do the Weight Watchers, like I said, I always do add in my cup of coffee in the morning. That could be slowing down my progress, but it's something that I'm going to want to do forever probably, so I really want to be able to sustain. I know that I'm going to really crave that cup of coffee in the morning, and that's something for me. But whatever works for you, that's great. If you can wake up and you can have just black coffee in the morning and you don't have to add that towards your points for the day, then that's great. That's awesome. I can't do that. I actually usually do my cup of coffee is usually about 6 points for myself in the morning, because I do add a little bit of half and half, and I do add some sugar, and I also add cocoa. Cocoa is 0 points and has lots of antioxidants, so I always add that every morning. It gets kind of that like the chocolatey taste, but I think it does make it a little more bitter, so then you have to add a tiny bit more sugar, but that's what works for me, and it's been working for me, so I'm going to continue to do that until it stops working, and hopefully it will, I'll be able to sustain it in the long run anyway. Just a couple of other things, I did jump on the Stanley train. I know, the Stanleys are in right now, the Stanley Cups, and I always carry this with me. I just actually ordered another one finally because I was like, it is really helping me to make sure I drink my water. For some reason, I love the handle on it. I do have a 30 ounce. The 40 ounce for myself was just a little bit too, I know for some people they love the 40 ounce. For me, it was just a little bit too bulky, so I do like the 30 ounce a little bit better, but yes, you will have to refill a little bit sooner. And then just a couple other things, just making sure that you're taking the time to plan ahead as much as you can. So, we don't want to have our full focus on food, because sometimes when you focus on food too much, we're thinking about the things that we can't have versus what we can have. So I've also been trying to incorporate a little bit of fasting here and there, so like between meals, and it actually helps me because I don't have to think about, how many points is this or what is in this, but focusing on, what am I going to do right now. And obviously, if you're at home, I'm sure you can probably find things that need to be done, like laundry or cleaning or dusting or something like that. And my last thing is just keep sticking with it, just keep going. Like for me, to be honest, it was a little bit hard when after 3 months I've been doing this and I've only lost a little over 10 pounds. It was kind of like, okay, just because I felt like I had been doing pretty well with it. But at the same time, it is summertime, so I haven't been sticking exactly to plan or to my points or always eating healthy. We had relatives coming in and we were going out to eat almost every day. And even when you eat healthier, out to eat and you don't eat as much as you usually, or, you eat less, it still has a lot of sodium and, added sugar and fat and blah, blah, blah. So sometimes it's hard to do that, especially if you're not on a schedule. So for myself, it always is better if I'm, scheduled and I eat similar meals that I know are going to help me stay on plan. And the biggest thing is also increase your fruits and vegetables, especially your vegetables. Just always add in as many veggies as you can. And that's one thing I love about Weight Watchers is that they're pretty much all no points. So, they're all 0 points. So if you add in those veggies, you're not getting any more points, but then you're feeling more full, right? And it's obviously vegetables are good for us. So I'm going to focus on incorporating some fasting. And for me, it's going to be in between meals and then after dinner. And then also focusing on making sure I get my exercise in each day. And then also I'm going to focus on making sure that I get more vegetables in. So I'm going to focus on adding in vegetables to my meals. So whether that's even in the morning, if I have my eggs, I'm going to try and put in some spinach into my omelet in the morning. At dinner time, having an extra serving of vegetables, or having more salad at dinner time. So first I take a
low-fat cookie. Usually I'll do the Fiber One brownies. They're only 2 points each, and then I put them in the freezer just to harden them up a little bit, and then I take them out and I cut them in half, just because then it would only be 2 points per sandwich for the cookie part, and then I add in just a tiny bit of ice cream. It's usually only like 1 to 2 tablespoons, so it's really only 1 or 2 points of ice cream. So then you have yourself like a 3-point dessert. It's short, or it's small and sweet, and it gets that hits that sweet tooth perfectly. The other thing I love to make ahead, especially when I'm working, because I can just throw it right in the microwave at work or even a microwave oven, are my breakfast sandwiches. I use the light English muffins, which are only 2 points, and then I do the eggs, put a little salt and pepper on them, and then those are 0 points, and then the Canadian bacon is usually only 1 to 2 points for a slice. So I fry some of that up, and then on my sandwich I put the English muffin, then I layer the egg, and then I put a little piece of cheese, and then I put the Canadian bacon. I obviously put my English muffin back on top, the other half, and then I roll those babies up, and they really are such a great treat just to bring for the morning. I call them a treat because it's so nice to come to work and already have it prepared when I get there. And then I usually will also label the top, just the date that I made them, and then I throw them in the freezer.
That is it for today, and thank you so much for joining me. And I will be posting again here. I should be posting about once a week again here. So thanks so much for following along, and please subscribe down below if you would like any more videos like this, and also just put in the comments anything you want me to share on here. Like I said, I do have a lot of knowledge in this field, and I'm just on a journey to lose my last 20 pounds that I did gain with my son. I gained about 30 pounds back in 2020, and now that I'm almost 40, those pounds are not just coming right off. And even though I have nursed my son right along here, they didn't just, the weight just didn't fall off, and sometimes it just doesn't, right? I'm sharing my journey with you guys because I'm sure there's other moms out there or other women out there who are going through similar things as me, heading into the 40s, but we're all on this journey together. So if there's any tips or tricks that you'd like to share with me, I would love that. So thank you. Have a great week, and see you next time.